ing and infinitive. I really enjoy going for my art class. Why don't you join the class too? I go for maths tuition in the evening. You can take maths tuitions in the afternoon. I suggest taking art class in the evening. I would really like to do, but first I have to take permission from my parents. I have decided to ask them today itself. Then you can begin to come for the art class tomorrow onwards. No, I think I will begin taking the class after a week. Okay, but remember to speak to your parents when you reach home. I hope they allow me to join the class. I remember talking to them earlier also, but their answer was negative then. In the dialogues, Tanisha and Sanya have used the infinitive and ing at different places. Here are examples of sentences using ing and infinitive. I really enjoy going for my art class. I suggest taking art class in the evening. I would really like to do that, but first I have to take permission from my parents. I have decided to ask them today itself. Then you can begin to come for the art class tomorrow onwards. No, I think I will begin taking the class after a week. Okay, but remember to speak to your parents when you reach home. I remember talking to them earlier also, but their answer was negative then. Definition. After certain verbs, ing is used. For instance, finish, suggest, recommend, mind, enjoy, imagine, risk, avoid, and so on. After certain verbs, infinitive is used. For instance, decide, invite, expect, promise, plan, want, manage, afford, would like, learn, ask, and so on. Certain verbs can be followed by either ing or infinitive without change in meaning. For instance, begin, bother, start, continue, etc. Certain verbs can be followed by ing as well as infinitive, but there is difference in meaning. For instance, remember and stop. Let us look at a few sentences. I mind taking responsibility for the drama. She promised to send me the pictures. I won't bother going to the market today. I won't bother to go to the market today. Verb plus ing. Enjoy doing, stop doing, etc.
Do you mind shifting to the window seat? Not at all. In fact, I enjoy looking out of the bus window while traveling. You can take the aisle seat. Actually, I have motion sickness. I don't like taking the window seat. I begin feeling giddy when I look out of the window of a moving bus. What a pretty! The scenery is so beautiful. I prefer listening to music. And I love talking to someone.
In the dialogues, Carol and Tracy have used ing after using a verb. Here are examples of sentences with verb plus ing. Do you mind shifting to the window seat? In fact, I enjoy looking out of the bus window while traveling. I don't like taking the window seat. I begin feeling giddy when I look out of the window of a moving bus. I prefer listening to music. And I love talking to someone. Definition. In certain sentences, verb is followed by ing rather than the infinitive. Verbs usually followed by ing are risk, enjoy, finish, miss, mind, imagine, recommend, suggest, stop, avoid. Let us look at a few sentences. My uncle recommends going to Shimla for summer vacations. We must avoid taking unnecessary risks. I miss spending time with my friends every evening since I have left my hometown. In the first sentence, verb recommends is followed by ing going. In the second sentence, verb avoid is followed by ing taking. In the third sentence, verb miss is followed by ing spending. Here are few more examples of use of verb plus ing. I suggest walking every morning to lose weight. It is a risk organizing a trekking trip at this time of the year. You must stop making silly mistakes. Verb plus do. Decide to do or forget to do, etc.
I have decided to go to Kavita's place on Independence Day. Why? What will you do there? We have agreed to celebrate the Independence Day together. We also plan to hoist the national flag. How many people will be there? We would like to invite all our friends. I will come too. And you should not forget to invite Kavita's neighbors too.
You are right. We will remember to call them too. In the dialogues, Gauri and Kaveri have used to and infinitive after a verb. Here are examples of sentences using verb plus to and infinitive. I have decided to go to Kavita's place on Independence Day. We have agreed to celebrate the Independence Day together. We also plan to hoist the national flag. We would like to invite all our friends. And you should not forget to invite Kavita's neighbors too. We will remember to call them too. Definition. Some verbs are followed by to and an infinitive in the sentence structure. Some of such verbs are decide, forget, plan, promise, want, hope, arrange, offer, agree, manage, expect, like, afford, claim, seem, tend, appear, and so on. If another verb follows these verbs in a sentence, then the structure is generally verb plus to infinitive. Let us look at a few sentences. Tara claims to be the first girl to have scored a perfect 100 in mathematics in her school exams. India cannot afford to lose this match because then they will be out of the tournament. Lara managed to reach the station just as the train was about to leave. In the first sentence, verb claims is followed by to and an infinitive be. In the second sentence, verb afford is followed by to and an infinitive lose. In the third sentence, verb managed is followed by to and an infinitive reach. Here are few more examples of use of verb plus to and an infinitive. Damini verb plus object plus to. I want you to do.
I want Rani to play the part of Cinderella. But she has stage fear. We can help her to overcome it. Yes, if she can overcome her fear, she will be perfect for the role. Who do you recommend for the role of the prince? I recommend Devesh to play the role of Prince Charming. Okay, let us tell everyone about the play.
In the dialogues, Suman and Ashish have used the sentence structure verb plus object plus to and infinitive. Here are examples of sentences using verb plus object plus to and infinitive. I want Rani to play the part of Cinderella. We can help her to overcome it. I recommend Devesh to play the role of Prince Charming. Definition. When certain verbs are used in a sentence, the sentence structure is as follows: verb plus object plus to and infinitive. The verbs which use this kind of sentence structure are ask, want, help, mean, tell, expect, beg, would hate, would prefer, would like, would love, remind, enable, persuade, order, invite, warn, teach, force, recommend, advise, get, permit, forbid, encourage, allow, etc. Let us look at a few sentences. The teacher taught everyone to say good morning. He asked me to accompany him to the doctor's clinic. Can you remind Shashi to bring her history book tomorrow? In the first sentence, verb taught is followed by the subject everyone and then to with infinitive say. In the second sentence, verb asked is followed by the subject me and then to with infinitive accompany. In the third sentence, verb remind is followed by the subject Shashi and then to with infinitive bring. Here are few more examples of sentence structure with verb plus object plus to and infinitive. Saras would like to eat an ice cream. Grandmother encouraged her to learn all the Sanskrit verses. My mother has forbidden me to go out after 10 p.m. Verb plus ing or to, remember, regret, etc.
I remember locking all the windows before I left. Who could have opened it?
We shall have to go in and check. Maybe you forgot to bolt that window?
I don't think so. I regret not informing the neighbors about my absence.
Do you think somebody has broken in?
I regret to say exactly this has happened.
Now always remember to tell the neighbors when you go out next. In the dialogues, Sumna and Anita have used verbs remember and regret to with ing and with infinitive conveying a difference in meaning. The use of the verb remember with ing denotes the action has taken place earlier, which you remembers later. When remember is used with to and infinitive, it means that first you remember and then the action takes place. Similarly, when verb regret is followed by ing, it means that the action has taken place earlier and you regret it later. When regret is followed by to and infinitive, it means that you feel regret and then the action takes place. Here is an example of a sentence with verb remember plus ing. I remember locking all the windows before I left. Sentence with verb remember plus to and infinitive. Now always remember to tell the neighbors when you go out next. Sentence with verb plus regret plus ing. I regret not informing the neighbors about my absence. Sentence with verb regret plus to and infinitive. I regret to say exactly this has happened. Definition. The sentence structure is usually verb plus ing or verb plus to an infinitive when one verb is followed by another verb. Often ing is used when an action happens before the first verb or it takes place at the same time. However, to with infinitive is used after a verb when an action happens after the first verb. So some verbs can be followed by ing or to with a difference of meaning. We can see that in many cases a difference in meaning is apparent with the use of ing and to with infinitive after a verb. For instance, we have seen this with verbs remember and regret. But a difference in meaning does not. Verb plus ing or to, try, need, help. I tried to bake a cake, but it didn't turn out well. Try adding some different ingredients.
Actually, I need to take baking classes.
There are many worthless classes these days. This will need thinking.
Will you help me to search for some good classes?
Sure, I will. I can't help going out of my way to help others, and you are a very special friend. Thanks a lot. In the dialogues, Chetna and Bela have used the sentence structure verb plus ing or verb plus to and infinitive. The verb used are try, need and help. When ing or to and infinitive is used after any of these verbs, a difference in meaning can be seen. Try with to and infinitive means make effort to do something. Try with ing is used in the sense of doing something as an experiment. Need with to and infinitive means that it is necessary to do something. Need with ing means that something needs to be done. Help can be used with to and infinitive and also without to. Only infinitive is used in such a case. Help with ing means that one can't stop oneself from doing something. Here are examples of sentences with such structures. I tried to bake a cake, but it didn't turn out well. Try adding some different ingredients. Actually, I need to take baking classes. This will need thinking. Will you help me to search for some good classes? I can't help going out of my way to help others, and you are a very special friend. Definition. The sentence structure is usually verb plus ing or verb plus to and infinitive when one verb is followed by another verb. When ing or to and infinitive is used after verbs like try, need and help, a difference in meaning can be seen. Try when followed by to and infinitive means to make effort to do something. Try when followed by ing means doing something as an experiment. Need when followed by to and verb plus ing or to, like or would like, etc.
I like going for a walk every morning. How do you get time? I'm busy even early in the morning. But if I could find the time, I too would like to go for a morning walk. You know, I enjoy walking in the morning. It is very refreshing and makes me feel full of energy all day long. I don't mind going for a walk in the evening instead. I prefer walking in the morning as there is so much solitude in the morning hours. I prefer to walk with someone as I like to talk while walking.
In the dialogues, Reema and Afsana have used the sentence structure verb plus ing or verb plus to. Verb like can be followed by ing as well as to and infinitive. Verb prefer also shares the same sentence structure. Verb would like is usually followed by to and infinitive. Enjoy and mind is followed by to and infinitive. Here are examples of sentences using the same sentence structures. I like going for a walk every morning. But if I could find the time, I too would like to go for a morning walk. I enjoy walking in the morning. I don't mind going for a walk in the evening instead. I prefer walking in the morning as there is so much solitude in the morning hours. I prefer to walk with someone as I like to talk while walking. Definition. Verb like can be followed by ing as well as to and infinitive. Verb prefer also shares the same sentence structure. Verb would like is usually followed by to and infinitive. Enjoy and mind is followed by to and infinitive. Would love, would hate, would prefer are as usually followed by to and infinitive. Like plus ing and like plus to and infinitive often mean the same. At times, there is a difference in meaning between the two usages. Like plus ing conveys enjoying something. Like plus to and infinitive means something is good or right. Love, hate and can't bear can be followed by ing as well as to and infinitive. However, enjoy, dislike, mind, can't stand can be followed by ing only. Prefer and would rather.
Would you like to have tea?
I would prefer to have coffee. Actually, I always prefer coffee to tea.
You do, but I prefer having tea rather than having coffee. What you do like to have, Ruma? I don't like either. I prefer to have a glass of cold milk rather than having either tea or coffee.
I hate milk. I would rather not drink anything than have milk.
In the dialogues, Pratima, Sagar and Ruma have used prefer and would rather to show preferences. Here are examples of such sentences. I would prefer to have coffee. Actually, I always prefer coffee to tea. But I prefer having tea rather than having coffee. I prefer to have a glass of cold milk rather than have either tea or coffee. I would rather not drink anything than have milk. Definition: either ing or to with infinitive can be used after prefer. However, there is a difference in the sentence structure in both the cases. However, would prefer is usually followed by to and infinitive. Would rather is followed by infinitive without to. In meaning, it is the same as would prefer to. Let us look at a few sentences. Jagriti prefers to go to school rather than stay at home. Hussain prefers cooking his own meal rather than ordering from any food joint. Usha would rather sleep for just half an hour during daytime than not sleep at all. In the first sentence, prefers is followed by to and infinitive go. It shows preference. In the second sentence, prefers is followed by cooking and shows preference. In the third sentence, would rather is followed by infinitive sleep without to. It means the same as would prefer to. Here are few more examples of use of prefer and would rather. Tarun prefers watching television rather than sleeping when free. Shivam prefers to study for some time every day rather than study continuously for the whole day just before the exams. I would rather wait for my car than travel by metro. Preposition in or for or about etc. plus ing.
I face a lot of problem in driving to the office in the morning because of the heavy traffic.
Why don't you travel by metro?
My office is not in metro route. It would take hours to reach there without using personal conveyance.
You can probably avoid the worst traffic by leaving home a little early.
You are right. That is what I have started doing. I prefer leaving a bit early to getting stuck for hours in traffic.
Before going out, you can get traffic update from one of the radio channels and plan your route accordingly after moving out. In the dialogues, Karthik and Kiran have used the sentence structure preposition plus ing. Here are examples of sentences using this sentence structure. I face a lot of problem in driving to the office in the morning because of the heavy traffic. It would take hours to reach there without using personal conveyance. You can probably avoid the worst traffic by leaving home a little early. I prefer leaving a bit early to getting stuck for hours in traffic. Before going out, you can get traffic update from one of the radio channels and plan your route accordingly after moving out. Definition: if a preposition like in, for about, without, by, etc. are followed by a verb, it is always an ing verb. To is used along with infinitive and also as preposition. When to is used as preposition, it is always followed by ing. Let us look at a few sentences. You can learn a lot by reading regularly. I'm interested in buying a house in your locality. Arun is looking forward to meeting his sister after so many years. In the first sentence, preposition by is followed by ing verb reading. In the second sentence, preposition in is followed by ing verb buying. In the third sentence, preposition to is followed by ing verb meeting. Here are few more examples of use of this sentence structure. She can't pass the exam without attending classes. Before joining office, she never understood the value of time. Aviral goes to play only after completing his homework. Be or get used to something. I'm used to.
I'm not used to walking such long distances. We generally have to walk quite a lot here. We don't get conveyance very easily. I have now got used to it. When I was at home, my father used to drop me to college. But here in the hostel, we are on our own. I too was not used to moving around on my own, and that too on foot. But I have developed the habit in 6 months. I guess I too will get used to it soon.
In the dialogues, Rakhi and Kakuli have used the sentence structure be used to something or get used to something. However, used to also used in the dialogues is entirely different in meaning. Here are examples of sentences using this sentence structure. I'm not used to walking such long distances. I have now got used to it. I too was not used to moving around on my own, and that too on foot. I guess I too will get used to it soon. Definition: be used to something means that something is familiar and not new or strange. Get used to something means that one gradually becomes familiar with something with the passage of time. Be or get used to are very diverse in usage, from used to both in terms of meaning and structure. Used to is used for past discontinued habit. It cannot be used for the present at all. It is always followed by the infinitive. However, be or get used to is not followed by infinitive, as to here is a preposition and not a part of the infinitive. Be or get used to is followed by ing. Let us look at a few sentences. Jay is used to sleeping early. Jamal has got used to cooking food himself. Sameer used to smoke a lot during college days. In the first sentence, is used to is followed by ing sleeping. It means that sleeping early is a habit that is not new for Jay. In the second sentence, got used to is followed by ing cooking. It means that Jamal has developed the habit of cooking on his own. In the third sentence, used to is followed by the infinitive smoke and is very different in meaning from the first two. Verb plus preposition plus ing.
I suspect Anupam of damaging my science model. Are you sure?
Yes, I am. I wouldn't dream of accusing someone without proof.
Did you confront him?
Yes, I warned him against messing with my things again.
Do you think you can ever forgive him?
I can never forgive him for spoiling my work and have decided against speaking to him ever again.
In the dialogues, Barkha and Kavya have used the sentence structure verb plus preposition plus ing object or verb plus object plus preposition plus ing. Here are examples of sentences using such structures. I suspect Anupam for damaging my science model. I wouldn't dream of accusing someone without proof. I warned him against messing with my things again. I can never forgive him for spoiling my work and have decided against speaking to him ever again. Definition. Sometimes the sentence structure is verb plus preposition in or for or about, etc. plus object. When the object is another verb, its ending is ing and the sentence structure becomes verb plus preposition plus ing object. Such structure can be found with succeed in, dream or approve or think of, decide against, looking forward to, feel like, etc. In some sentences, the structure becomes verb plus object plus preposition plus ing. This can be found with accuse or suspect of, congratulate on, stop or prevent from, warn against, thank or forgive for, etc. Let us look at a few sentences. Hina congratulated Himani on getting a promotion. Jaya succeeded in achieving her target for the month. Nina thanked me for helping her with the homework. I feel like dancing. In the first sentence, the sentence structure is verb congratulated plus object Himani plus preposition on plus ing getting. In the second sentence, the sentence structure is verb succeeded plus preposition in plus object achieving. In the third sentence, the sentence structure expressions plus ing.
It was a waste of money buying this cheap stuff.
Yes, the material of the dresses is of very poor quality.
I think it was waste of time shopping here. It's much better to go sightseeing.
You are right. Actually, it's no good searching for anything worth buying here.
In fact, we can also go swimming in the hotel's pool.
In the dialogues, Vibha and Avni have used the sentence structure expressions plus ing. Here are examples of sentences using this structure. It's a waste of money buying this cheap stuff. I think it's a waste of time shopping here. It's much better to go sightseeing. Actually, it's no good searching for anything worth buying here. In fact, we can also go swimming in the hotel's pool. Definition. There are a number of expressions which, when followed by a verb, the verb ends in ing. For example, there's no point in, it's not worth, it's no use, have difficulty, it's no good, a waste of money, be busy, a waste of time, etc. Go is followed by ing in many cases, especially for sports, activities like sailing, climbing, skiing, jogging, swimming. Such usage is found in case of activities like shopping and sightseeing, etc. Let us look at a few sentences. I like to go shopping every week. There's no point crying once the damage is done. Renu did not notice anything around because she was busy reading. In the first sentence, go has been used with the activity of shopping, ing. In the second sentence, expression "there's no point" has been used with ing crying. In the third sentence, expression "was be busy" has been used with ing reading. Here are few more examples of use of such sentence structures. It's no use crying over spilt milk. The movie is not worth watching at all. I love to go jogging early in the morning. 2, for, and so that purpose.
Do you have ample space for parking in your colony? No, there are so many cars that it is difficult to park, as well as take out your car for going to office in the morning. How do you manage? I park my car in an open area some distance away so that I don't face any problem the next day. That's a good idea.
In the dialogues, Catty and Rubina have used to, for, and so that for purpose. Here are examples of sentences using to, for, and so that. Do you have ample space for parking in your colony? No, there are so many cars that it is difficult to park as well as take out your car for going to office in the morning. I park my car in an open area, some distance away, so that I don't face any problem the next day. Definition: to is used to express why that is the purpose of a particular action. However, with to the infinitive is used. For is used for general purpose, but is followed by ing. So that is also used for purpose when it negative. Let us look at a few sentences. We built a new garage to park our car. Sherry goes for swimming every evening. I started late from home so that I wouldn't get stuck in rush hour traffic. In the first sentence, to has been used to express purpose and is followed by infinitive park. In the second sentence, for has been used to express purpose and is followed by ing swimming. In the third sentence, so that has also been used for purpose, but it expresses purpose through a negative statement. I wouldn't get stuck in rush hour traffic. Here are few more examples of use of to, for, and so that to express purpose. She went to the market to buy clothes. Lata was awarded the Best Employee Award for working sincerely and with complete dedication. Tanu called parents regularly while traveling so that they wouldn't worry. Adjective plus to.
Isn't it exciting to go for a holiday together?
I'm delighted to go with friends.
We shall be the first to go on such a trip.
We are sure to have lots of fun.
Yes, I'm certain everyone will enjoy a lot.
In the dialogues, Asif and Shashi have used the sentence structure adjective plus to. Here are examples of sentences with this structure. Isn't it exciting to go for a holiday together? I'm delighted to go with friends. We shall be the first to go on such a trip. We are sure to have lots of fun. Definition: the sentence structure adjective plus to can be used in many ways. For instance, with adjectives like expensive, hard, cheap, difficult, dangerous, safe, easy, impossible, nice, interesting, exciting, etc. This structure can also be used to express a person's reaction to another person. Adjectives that can be used in this manner are glad, pleased, sad, happy, unhappy, amazed, astounded, surprised, disappointed, and so on. To can also be used after adjectives like first, second, third, and also after next, last, and so on. In using adjectives like certain, likely, sure, bound, etc. to follows. Let us look at a few sentences. The lesson is difficult to explain. It is dangerous to try that stunt. I was delighted to receive an honor on Teacher's Day. Shruti was the last to leave the party. She is bound to fail if she doesn't study. In the first sentence, adjective difficult is followed by to. In the second sentence, adjective dangerous is followed by to. In the third sentence, adjective delighted is followed by to. In the next sentence, adjective last is followed by to. In the last sentence, adjective bound is followed by to. Here are few more examples of use of adjective plus to. It is impossible to reach school on time when it rains. The game is easy to learn. I'm sorry to hear the